right, so now we're going to go over basic penalty enforcement. This gets tricky. This is tough. So we're trying to break it down into, here's the basic, tomorrow will be a little bit more advanced, and then we'll go over some scenarios on Thursday. This you have to do as a crew. You can't do this by yourself. You can't be like, I'm the referee, I'm going to do it. No, because if that's the case, you may be wrong, and you want to get it right as a crew. So if something's done wrong, it's done wrong by a crew. So, fouls are either live ball or dead ball penalties. Somebody name a dead ball penalty for me. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Encroachment. What else? Huh? It's enforced dead ball. But we don't really have personal fouls. We have unsportsmanlike. What else do you have with encroachment?
Offside.
Offsides, encroachment, false start. Those are your big ones. This basically is before the ball becomes live or after it becomes dead when the play ends. Player goes out of bounds, then shoves another player or goes F you. Those are dead ball penalties. False start means you started the play before you should have. It's a false start. So it's either after the ball becomes dead or before the snap happens. False start, encroachment, delay game, illegal snap. Those are your big ones. Those are the ones you're going to see more often than anything else. Unsportsmanlike, you maybe get one a night, one a week. Those aren't going to be as common. Non-player and unsportsmanlike fouls occur when the ball is either live or dead, but are always enforced dead ball. Unsportsmanlike, you talk about personal foul. We enforce those as dead ball penalties, and we'll talk about how we do that. Live balls happen simultaneously with snap or afterwards. Name some live ball penalties.
Illegal contact.
Illegal contact. Pass interference. Holding. Roughing the passer. What happens with the snap? What penalties happen with the snap?
Illegal snap.
No, that's a dead ball. My supervisors, what happens? What's one of the mishaps penalties?
Motion.
Shift, motion. So those don't cause the ball to become dead. So, live balls happen simultaneously with the snap and go until the ball is dead or you blow your whistle. All the fouls yesterday, illegal motion, illegal shift. Those are the big ones you're going to see. A team may accept the penalty but decline the yardage. You may think, why would they decline the yardage? If I have first down, foul happens here, I have first down and a yard to gain to the 20 versus first and goal from the 11, they may take the 1 yard and try to get 7 or 8 shots at the end zone versus 4. They typically don't do that here. And we'll talk about how you enforce penalties or how you ask your captains later. So, dead ball penalties. You'll see the acronym up there called FIELD. False start. Basically means somebody jumps in the neutral zone or simulates the snap. Illegal snap. We'll see a couple of these plays. Basically, they take the ball and they either stand straight up and go or they hesitate. There was a play 2 or 3 weeks ago where the center went, put the ball back, like, I didn't do anything. That's an illegal snap. Encroachment. Anybody lined up in the neutral zone. If the defense or offense is lined up before the ball is snapped, what are you going to do? Back them up. If they can't do it, throw your flag and kill the play. If they jump in it and then jump back, is that legal? Defense jumps off sides and comes back. Is that legal? Why do you say no? Why are you shaking your head no? Is that just a good guess that you had no, or?
So like jump over and come back?
Yeah, so if I jump off sides, we've got to kill that in flag football. In the NFL and college, they don't. They give them an opportunity to get back. We don't. So if they jump off sides because they think the ball's going to be snapped, that's encroachment. Leaving the field on the wrong side, for some odd reason, if somebody wants to go off the visitor side or their opponent's side, we kill that play and delay a game, which is by the quarterback, or by the referee will keep that. So, those are all 5-yard penalty dead balls. 10-yard penalties for dead balls, dead ball personal fouls, which you talked about, bless you, and dead ball unsportsmanlike. So if you have a dead ball penalty and it doesn't involve contact or conduct, it's going to be 5 yards. So just remember that. So you blow your whistle and throw your flag. You literally throw your flag about as high as you can. throw the flag. If you ever see the referees coming, you see that thing shoot sky high and they come in and they're doing this, similar to what I want you to do, but I just want you to blow your whistle and come in. I don't need you to stop the clock. So they prevent the ball from coming live, so throw your flag as high as you can. Good telltale sign is if that thing lands where you were standing, that's a good throw. Don't be like, beep. I don't want that. I want that thing to go sky high. So, and then you report the foul to the referee, and we'll talk about enforcing this in just a little bit. Laura apparently was commentating on this one. So watch this again. Who's the penalty on? It's going to happen right here. So watch this person, watch this person. Who do you got that on? I'll give you to you one more time. Offense or defense? Who's got the penalty?
Defense.
Why do you, okay, I'll take a vote since they have more. Who says offense? You're going to vote. I promise you, you're going to vote because I'll call you out. Who says offense? Raise your hand high. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. How about defense? All right, offensive players. Offensive people, why do you have it on the offense?
Looks like she baited her into coming off sides by movement.
Okay, defense. Why do you have it? Why do you have it on the defense?
Neutral.
Huh?
Baiting the neutral zone.
I think she went in the neutral zone and caused it. So if you watch this, she crosses the line before there's movement. Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty, replay the down. Hold up. That's exactly what I said about 3 minutes ago. If they jump in the neutral zone, this is not college or the NFL. College and the NFL, if you jump off sides and try to get back, it's a legal play. We kill it here. So if they jump in the neutral zone, it's a dead ball right then and there. It's different if they line up in it and you can back them up, back them up. But if they jump in it, or they're in it when the ball's snapped, it's a dead ball penalty. So we always kill that play. So if you watch closely, she jumps off sides, then she moves. Now here's the thing. If you're like, oh shit, something happened. You got to guess then. I want you to see the play, but if two people are like, and you're like, I probably put it on the defense. Probably. Laura, tip the hand here. We're working straight down this. Right there. She's like, oh shit. This one right here, I probably have nothing. She's swinging her arms. I really don't consider that a false start. I give them a little bit latitude. That right there, absolutely a false start. She jumped in the neutral zone. On the offense, you don't have to jump in the neutral zone to cause a false start. If I'm lined up here and I jump to simulate a snap, that can be a false start. I don't have to jump off sides. So just remember that.
Can the QB have any motion whatsoever?
What's that?
QB have like any motion whatsoever?
Explain what you're trying to say here.
Like they step back or whatever.
So if I go in motion, so if you signal me in motion and I go like this and I start running, that's fine. Because you can have one player in motion. But if like I jump forward, that's simulating the snap. I turn and go this way, that's not simulating the snap. So you got to remember that. If the offense simulates the snap, it's a false start. All right, one more here. What do you have here? It'll play again. Try to cue that up and play it for me. Well, not cue up and play. I'll hopefully take care of it. What did you see? Oh man, technology has failed me today.
Can you go like back and slide the board again?
That's what he did.
That was really too.
Let's see if I can get this one more time. All right, it doesn't want to work for me. Here's what she did. Is that legal? No! Was this one motion? No. She stood up and then threw the ball. That's not legal. It's straight back or straight between the legs. They stand up and then toss it. It's an illegal snap. You've got to kill that play. Here are the 5-yard live ball penalties. So, if you want to know the difference between 10-yard and 5-yard live ball penalties, 5 yards do not involve contact. or conduct. If you have a conduct or contact penalty, it's 10 yards. We do not have 15-yard penalties in flag football. They're either 5 or they're 10. So if you come out there and go pass interference on the defense, 15-yard penalty, I'm going to tell the line judge or the field judge, it's a 10-yard penalty. Back him up 5 yards. Contact or conduct's 10. Non-contact, non-conduct are 5. So we have an acronym called mishaps. These happen with the snap. Meaning you have illegal motion. Somebody's running forward at the time of the snap. You throw that penalty high and you keep officiating. Illegal shift. 2 or more people. So this is motion. This is shift. One person illegally doing something. 2 or more people illegally doing something. So shift is 2 or more people in motion. Illegal substitution, somebody can't get off the field in time. We typically don't see that. H is having the snapper in line of scrimmage. If for some odd reason, if that's my orange ball spotter and I want to be back here, that's not legal. Sometimes they'll do it because there's mud, dirt, whatever on the field. Guess what? We have nice turf. They can put it right on that cone. A player within 5 yards of the sideline, don't call that one. Illegal participation, that is actually 10-yard penalty. That's one of the exceptions. So they have 8 playing. If they have 8 playing, you throw your flag high and you continue to officiate. Because what happens if you blow that play dead? Throw an interception and away they go. And you're like, son of a gun, I just took off 6 points of the scoreboard. We don't want that to happen. So if it's participation, just throw it high and let the play happen. And I have substitution up there twice. Lord didn't double check me. Illegal forward pass. These happen live ball during the play. Illegal forward pass, we talked about that yesterday. 2 forward pass or a pass beyond the line of scrimmage that goes forward. Illegal male advancement and co-rec. Failure to wear proper equipment is actually a 10-yard penalty. And crossing the neutral zone before the ball is kicked on a punt. So if I go through the neutral zone, it's like a kickoff. It's just offsides. You just come out, crossing the neutral zone on a punt. 5-yard penalty, replay it down. Here are live ball penalties that are 10 yards. Flag guarding, illegal contact, holding, OPI, DPI, illegally removing the flag belt. Why would somebody illegally remove a flag belt? If I'm on defense, why would I pull his flags off before he catches the ball?
Then he can't catch it.
He can still catch the ball. All right, my boys, I went to Campbell.
It's easier to attack someone than it is to block.
So if you don't have any flags on, trying to get a flag from here to here versus tapping one hand from here to here, it's a lot easier to tap you with one hand than it is to try to pull your flags. You won't see that a whole lot, but you may. Roughing the passer, we talked about that yesterday, and illegal participation. These are throw and go. You throw your flag high and you continue officiating. If it doesn't happen at the line of scrimmage, you try to throw your flag towards the spot of where the foul occurred. Why do we want to try to throw it where the spot is? So if we have to enforce from that spot, some of them are from the spot of the foul, and some of them are from the end of the run or from the previous spot. So we throw that flag and keep officiating. We'll talk about this tomorrow or Thursday. You drop that whistle right here. Put it in your hand. Because what happens if you have that whistle in your mouth and you're officiating? You might accidentally blow it. Now you look like a fool. I don't want you to look like a fool. I want you to officiate well. So do not blow your whistle. Tell me what you have here. Do you see it? Watch that one, this one, and this one. There's 3 people that are moving at the same time. And they don't reset. So what penalty is that? Not quite illegal motion. How many people are in motion? It's illegal shift. That's 2. So you throw your flag high. You can call this as a referee and you can call this as a line judge. You basically just throw your flag high and continue officiating. Don't worry, I'll give you 2 flags. So if somebody does something stupid, you take the other one, you throw the other flag. It's fun when you get to throw 2 flags. We'll talk about how you handle that tomorrow. Watch. I don't remember what happened here. Damn, I wish I could play this again.
What if you go past it and then back again?
You never finish that.
You're able to go past and back to the last one.
Was this guy set? So, you have one person in motion. What's that signal? One, illegal motion on the offense. Now, this guy's an idiot. Guess what? He's like, screw this, ball's dead right there. So he lost a bunch of yards. So you could either have the next down here or push him back in replay. He's an idiot for dropping the ball. You throw that thing away. So that's illegal motion. Throw the flag high and continue to officiate. Did you screw this up on me? There we go. Watch this. Ball snapped. Ha-ha! What'd you see? Right there. Ah, shoot. Is that a lot? Do you kill that play or not? Why not?
Because they can return it all the way back.
Because they can still return that punt, right? If he happens to shank this ball and it goes out of bounds at the 20, I'm going to decline that penalty. So you're penalizing the defensive team.
I'd say they do like a little flinch and let that go.
What do you mean? Like he just
It says he just accidentally one of those.
well, as soon as the ball as soon as the ball snapped, they can do anything. So ball snapped, I can sit here and do whatever I want. I can run forward as long as I don't cross the line. So we don't kill that play. We mistakenly killed this play. Right flag. Yeah. We happen to miss that one. It'll happen. Just learn from it. Once you throw the flag, now you have to determine where you're going to enforce the penalty from. Where can you enforce a penalty from? Where have you heard on Saturdays and Sundays you can enforce a penalty from? Previous spot. End of the run. Spot of the foul. Those are pretty much it. All field penalties happen before the snap and are enforced from the succeeding spot. I'm going to use air quotes on that. The succeeding spot is where it's going to be next snap from. Since we haven't really snapped it from this spot where the orange ball spotter is, that's where you're going to enforce from. You have a false start. You go to the puck, dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Pick it up, walk it back 5 yards, and away we go. Fouls after the play is over. So a dead ball penalty is where it'll next be snapped. So the succeeding spot as well for dead ball penalties. So we have a loose ball and a running play. A loose ball play is any pass play or anything that happens before a pass. So if you have a play and there's a pass involved, everything that happened before that legal forward pass is a loose ball play. And we go back and enforce that from the previous spot. That's your basic spot of enforcement on a loose ball play is the previous spot. So if I throw a pass, you commit defensive pass interference, where am I going to enforce that from? Don't think NFL. The previous spot. So if you commit defensive pass interference and the ball's not caught, we go back to the previous spot. A running play is anything that's not a loose ball play. It's easy to classify it that way. So if there's not a legal forward pass, I catch the ball and I run it, and I don't throw a pass, everything there's a run play. The basic spot of enforcement for that is the end of the run. And we'll talk about some exceptions tomorrow about that. So, previous spot, we just talked about that. Fouls that happen with simultaneous with the snap or loose ball plays. So those all go from the previous spot. End of the run is where the player is deflagged or goes out of bounds or where the ball hits the ground. It's the end of the related run. So, I put this up here because it sometimes can be a little confusing. Ball snapped. Any action that happens, quarterback scrambles, I throw backwards pitches. That's all loose ball play when the legal forward pass happens. Once I catch it, it now becomes a run play because it happens after a legal forward pass. The quarterback runs and there's no legal forward pass. It's a run play. I can throw backwards pitches. That's all part of a run play. because the ball wasn't legally forward. If I have an illegal forward pass, that's part of a run because it's not a legal pass. So, I'll map this out for you. We have a snap. We have a quarterback scramble. Quick son of a gun. We have a pass. That's all a loose ball play. So everything that happened in here is a loose ball play. Help me out. Entire play is a loose ball play because if pass fell incomplete. Ball snap, he scrambles a little bit, loose ball play. Run play, ball snap, technically this is a part of a loose ball because if you have an illegal motion or anything like that, it's a loose ball. Quarterback scrambles and then runs. So loose ball, talked about the snap, so field or the mishaps part of this, if you have illegal motion or illegal shift, those go from the previous spot. All of this is a run play. So anything that happens without a pass is going to be a run play. Here's a run play. He wants to pass, he wants to pass. So you see, the quarterback didn't throw it. It's all a run play.
Third down.
The reason those are important is to know where you're going to enforce the penalty from. If somebody says it happened during a pass, you should automatically think previous spot. If they said after the catch, we had flag guarding, you should think spot of the foul or end of the run, depending. So you could have two things in a down, ball snap, that's a loose ball play. And then you have a run play. So you can have this loose ball play with a pass, and then once I catch, it turns into a run play. So you need to know if the penalty happened before the ball was caught or after the ball was caught. That's important when you go tell this information to your referee. So here's multiple plays in a down. Ball's away, ball's caught. We now have a run play. It's the same play as before. It'll play again, hopefully. So loose ball play when the ball's snapped. Since he throws a legal forward pass, all of this is part of a loose ball play. And then becomes a run play after the catch. Show you another one. Loose ball play. Now it's a run. So he's deflagged or goes out of bounds. So just showing you two types of plays. The 4 W's. What was the foul? Pass interference, false start, illegal motion. These are the 4 things you need to communicate when you have a penalty. So, what was the foul? Who was the foul on? So, was it on the offense or was it the defense? The kicking team, the receiving team. This is all information you know. When did the foul occur? Dead ball, simultaneous with the snap, loose ball, running play. If it's a dead ball, we're going to kill it. These other 3, we're going to let play. That's why you always try to hit that spot with the flag. And we'll talk about throwing the flag tomorrow. And we'll actually have you throw the flags tomorrow. And then, where's the spot of enforcement? And we'll get more into detail with this, especially with some special enforcements. Previous spot, end of the run, spot of the foul, or the succeeding spot. And we'll talk a lot about that tomorrow. That was the first part of penalty enforcement. I haven't even got to actually walking off penalties. I want to introduce this a little at a time. Tomorrow is going to be the heavy day of penalty enforcement. Do we have any questions on this? It's a lot of information, I know. Seeing no questions,